Last year is one of the most difficult periods in inter-Korean relations. In March 2010, North Korea sank a naval ship Cheonan by submarine attack, which costed 46 young men in uniform. And in November, again, North Korea attacked our territory of Yeonpyeong Island, that is the west coast of the Korean Peninsula. After North Korea's recent provocation, one clear thing is that the South Korean people and government will not tolerate such attacks any longer. Our response in the future, if there is a North Korean attack, will be proportionate yet postponed and measured. According to one recent poll in Korea, that 80% of the Korean people supported a very strong response to another kind of provocation by North Korean side. The other aspect of the North-South relations which I would like to draw your attention to is that North Korea's nuclear issues. Since the nuclear issues of North Korea that has surfaced over 20 years ago, we have been struggling to find a way for its ultimate resolution. In particular, North Korea's disclosure of its UEP program late last year worsened the situation and required some urgency to address this issue. The North Korean nuclear issue, in my view, has two dimensions. One is North-South dimension and the international dimension. North Korea's nuclear weapons and its programs are not only a threat to the security of my country, South Korea, but also a destabilizing factor for the stability in the region in general. In dealing with North and managing inter-Korean relations, I think we need to take the following aspects into consideration. I'm sure that you're all aware of the 155-mile-long military demarcation line, the reason where 1.8 million South and North Korean soldiers have confronted one another. It is also the reason that has one of the highest military tensions in the world. One other issue that I'd like to mention here is that North Korean human rights and humanitarian concern. We should not turn our back on this issue, for mistreatment of its own people is a crime against humanity. Chronic malnutrition and issues to be dealt with prudence, and such issues, if not addressed continuously, will remain a burden for us in our unification process. As staunch allies that share the same ideology and values, South Korea and the United States together will not only continue to strive toward further strengthening of our relationship on a bilateral dimension, but also toward achieving peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula and beyond. Recently, the relationship between South Korea and the United States has been steadier than ever before, and based on such strong alliance relations with the United States, Korea is pretty much committed to fulfill the call of history bestowed upon our generation. South Korea is the foremost and successful example for the U.S. foreign policy after the Second World War. Without U.S. military and economic assistance over the last more than 50 years, it is difficult to imagine Korea as it is now. I am personally very grateful for all of you. We hope to become the United States' strongest and most trustworthy ally. And to this end, we need Korean and American people's unanimous understanding on the importance of this bilateral relationship. On the path forward that the Republic of Korea and the United States will work together, there will be some difficulties that we must face from time to time. However, the trust and strong support for the alliance from the people of both countries will always sustain our strong relationship.